So it is about, let's see, 5:45, 5:45 on election day, for primary election day, June 10th. So I did get a chance to review all the comments that were on Fieldsboro Friends, and it's sad. It really is sad. I mean, I don't know how much more information I could put out there. I've put out a campaign that I believe was straightforward, transparent, and outlined the facts. The one thing that really struck me, though, is that people are worried about this town not existing. And honestly, I worry about that too. That's why I'm running for mayor. And that's why on council, as council president, as well as past years as council member, I was very strict about a lot of things in our town, particularly our financial accounting systems. Because we have to have our I's dotted. We have to have our T's crossed. This is important to me. This is why I'm running for mayor. With my background in logistics and my 20 years as a manager, I have the abilities to put the right processes in place to make sure our I's are dotted and our T's are crossed. It's very true. I don't know anything at all about a sewer plant. It's true. But I do know how to run things that I don't know about. So the bottom line is that whoever is staffed at the sewer plant will have to work. That's why they're getting paid. We have people in our town who work very, very hard, and I appreciate all the work that they do. But we also have some people in our town who don't work, and they're getting paid to do a job. And unfortunately, those things have to be addressed. We have to have people who are getting paid by taxpayer-funded money to actually do their job. So no, I will not run a business and I will not run a town where people are not held accountable. Everything I do in my business life, in my work, my full-time work, I run it the right way. And the way the town is being ran, if I get the honor to be your mayor, will also be ran the right way. So make no mistake, the days of people who are on our payroll, they will be asked to do their job because we're paying their salary. And I know there are many people that I know in our payroll who work very, very hard. And for them, I'm deeply grateful. And we could disagree because like I said in a lot of times past, that, you know, one of the things I loved about working at Amazon was we could go into a conference room, we could scream at each other, which I don't recommend, but we had a lot of trust in each other, and we'd walk out of that room as friends. So these people that I would go into a conference room and have a conversation, we would walk out again with a solution and a plan, and we're still friends today. So that's the plan. We don't have to agree. We don't. But we have to solve for the problems. And that's why I'm running for mayor. I don't want a title. I don't need a title. I'm not looking for a title. I'm looking to have the honor to do a job that you will be proud of, that every single day I will serve with integrity and honesty. And just like my personal life and in my job itself, you know, I just got done working a 13-hour shift, but I'm going to go to the polls at 6 o'clock. I'm going to vote. But just as you'll ask any of my people that I had the honor to manage, you'll hear the truth from me. And it may not be pleasant, but it'll be the truth. I don't speak in another language. Not perfect, but I will always be honest and I always will tell the truth. And again, we could always disagree. That's healthy. It's healthy to disagree. But I won't tolerate nonsense that's not rooted in truth. That's the bottom line here. So again, I just want you to know that my intentions are honestly on the table to be your mayor. I've put all those intentions out there for you since April 4th. I'm disappointed that the incumbent mayor has not put anything out at all. Nothing. We have heard nothing from him except the May 29th letter. That's all we heard, which was funded by the taxpayers. That's all we heard. But I will tell you every Sunday For the past 5 weeks, I've talked to everybody around this borough who was home, who answered their door for me. And we have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of unity around our community that is needed. We have a lot of voices that are not being heard. People are paying taxes. I paid taxes for the past 4 years in this borough, and I ran for mayor because I care, and I have the right. All of us have the right to run for mayor. You know, go for it. So it's not like I have this ambition, to do anything else. I want to help this town because I feel in my heart and my soul that we have work to do. And if we don't do the work and we don't dot our I's and cross our T's, maybe the people that mentioned that, our town will not be much left. And that's my biggest fear. That's why I've been very strict and very tough around doing the right thing. So if I'm honored to have your vote, I will work hard for you and I'll be honest with you. And I just want to say that this back and forth, these hateful comments, these nonsense posts, you could disagree with me. You can. Listen, I grew up in an Italian family. Disagreement was on our dinner table every night. However, we walk out as friends. We work together. That's what I want. We don't have to agree, but we have to work together. And that's my plan. So this isn't the most fancy video. I don't look the best because I worked a 14-hour shift. However, 13 and a half actually. But I wanted to make this last video so you hear from me directly what's going on. And I appreciate all you who have supported me, who have given me encouragement, and I just want to thank you. And if end of the day I don't win, then I move on with my life. But I've done the best I could to do an honest, transparent, highly visible campaign that spoke the truth. So with that, best to all of us who are running this election. And again, it's the honor of my life. Look at my Facebook pages. Look at my website. Look at all the things I've written. This is from my heart. So with that, I sign off.